Right, I can see the draft pretty much ready to go. I think I've done all the things I have to do. Let's go, get your votes in. I am excited though, what I saw when I was setting up this draft. Look at our game one. Houseboat game one. So we got xRavyn max power. This is Monk's bracket. It's like 16, 1700-ish. And I think these players are really close in elo right now. I'm not sure about when this game was played. I think, let me just check. I think this was played like literally the other day. This was played yesterday. Okay, so these players at the moment are very close in skill. This should be a pretty tight set. Here we go. xRavyn. We got Cumans, Mayans, Byzantines, Malay. I like that draft with the water that we've got here. Max power. We've got Berbers, Chinese, Koreans, Hindustanis. Holy, okay. These are some pretty vicious drafts for both players. Houseboat. What are we thinking? I could see some multiple options here. I'm going to think Byzantines for Grapple. I think Malay could be good on Houseboat. For Nomad, nothing's screaming at me for Nomad, but Byzantines are just good on Nomad, but I think they could be used better on Grapple or Houseboat. But I don't think they're used... I mean, I was going to say they're not used to great effect on Houseboat, but honestly, with the amount of forward docks, getting Byzantine fires in your opponent's pond is pretty powerful. So maybe they could go there, but Malay obviously very powerful there too. Randy Pat's thinking Chinese versus Malay. So I think we're going to see Koreans on Nomad for max power if we get to that game. Grapple. I think you might be right, the Chinese is going on Houseboat. This is a really tough draft. Yeah, this is a high level draft. This is the level where I'm struggling to give good commentary. And we actually had a single random ban. Somehow I think maybe xRavyn timed out on one of the bans, but like pretty good ban. If you accidentally ban Japanese, that's a strong save. But yeah, these guys knew what they were doing. And I feel like, do you think maybe xRavyn wanted to pick Huns or Mongols? Because whenever you see that left off a ban, it kind of signals to me that they were hoping to pick it up for something. Not that like you have to pick Huns or Mongols, but in these settings, I always feel like you're usually seeing both players ban either one or the other. So when you see them banning neither, I think they're like hoping they get free bans from their opponent doing it, or they're hoping to pick it up themselves. All right, but let's get the game one going. The votes so far. Oh god, nobody's agreeing on what we're going to see. Yeah, these are some good civs. And it's like, I actually like this draft because it's tough to counterpick for both players. I'm honestly not sure what people are going to play on what map. All right, game one is ready to go. Let's get it going. Right, and look, the chat is on screen this time. I was so frustrated when I was editing that huge video yesterday and I noticed the chat was just missing. I know some people don't like the chat, but especially because I like to talk to you guys a lot in the middle of it. It can be annoying, you know, if you haven't seen the set and you're watching it back and you can't see what I'm answering. Oh, it's all right. It's fixed now. We're ready. Let's go. Okay. Game one. We got... Oh, look at these spawns. Oh my god, they're so close. This might be the closest spawn I've ever seen. This is like almost a mistake. Oh crap. There's no sound. Hold on. Why is there no sound? Now there's sound. Look at these spawns. Have you guys seen a closer houseboat spawn than this? This is so close that it almost looks like a bugged map. Look how much of the map has no base on it. So it's Chinese Cumans. Maybe xRavyn has like a strategy here. I don't think I've actually seen Cumans here before. No, I actually think I have seen them once. I can't remember how the game went, but I remember seeing a Cuman game here. But Chinese max power, and when both players agree with the admin ban being like the most agreeable map between both players, they both agreed on Houseboat being game one. That is interesting. So both players at least either practiced on it or ready for it. Chinese Cumans, I don't know who comes out better here. Cumans obviously could try to get away with the super greedy boom, but at this level we're at, like, look, elo's here, we're so close. 3 elo in the difference between both players. Max is at 1678, 1675 for xRavyn. This level you don't really get to get away with a free Cuman boom. Players just aren't going to let you do it, especially on such a vicious map. But you never know. But nice idle times for both players. Obviously the water start, Chinese really covers their rough start. We're just straight up 2 vills up. So we'll see how that goes. But I'm genuinely I don't know if I've seen a closer spawn. This is ridiculous. I wonder, whoever finds how close we are first. This is crazy. This is going to be a really aggressive game. Are Chinese good here? So I actually haven't seen Chinese played here too much. But when the food income is so fast with shorefish, it really smooths out their start. You normally have to dedicate like another vill or two to food in Dark Age just to get over that hump where you have the from the extra villagers. But with shorefish income and then fishing, it really smooths it out, and you're just straight up villagers for free. So it definitely can be powerful. But at least in the community games, I haven't seen too much Chinese. Maybe that could be because I stick in the mid to low elo a lot, but I think we cover a fair bit of high elo too. Do the players know how close? Oh, we do. xRavyn knows how close we are. We're at the stage we're going to be stealing each other's buffalo. We're so close together. Max power. Oh, max power isn't gonna know for a while. This could be a problem. Now, obviously, when max power's scout gets to here, he's gonna know what's up. Like, if you get all the way here, you still haven't found your opponent, you gotta know something's going on. There's like a weird map gen. This is such an aggressive spawn for this map. Anyway, we got some pretty sick idle times. 25 seconds for Chinese is extremely good. Very tight builds from both players. And let's see what we go for. This is going to be... It honestly might be too close for forward docks. We'll see. Not that... I know that doesn't make much sense, but like we're so close that we're going to be hyper vigilant over the shorelines. Yeah, okay. xRavyn completely aware of what's going on. Max power. He's going to find out soon. I'm so interested to see what happens in this game. Super close match players. 3 elo in the difference on such an aggressive map, on such an aggressive spawn. Where's your scout gone? Oh, he still doesn't know. I think at this point he can probably deduce where his opponent is. Oh no, he could still think that we're over here. He does. Like, any rational person would be like, there's no way he's right here. I gotta go check over here, but at least process of elimination, we're gonna get here and be like, where the hell is my opponent? Oh god, they're right here. Anyway, this map is not one for Dark Age aggression, but the scary part of this map is the Feudal Age aggression. Get us sped up just a little bit. Both players getting onto gold. Clicking up, honestly, a little late. Surprised that max power stayed, but you do need a pretty big economy for how much units you need to be making. Oh, this mining camp is so satisfying. This is like, you can't even call this a low elo legend mining camp. It's actually perfect. This mining camp is so efficient. One tile away from both lines. They're in a perfect line. Oh, that makes me feel good. We go. We already have docks. Do we know about this? No, we do. Okay, we're gonna know about this. Okay. All doubt has been wavered. Max power still hasn't actually seen the opponent's base, but we know what's going on. Now we do. Now we do. Got some Vill fighting. Lost a Vill for Max. Getting some quick walls, saving the low Vills. We actually might deny this dock. This is going to be huge. Scout's going, don't lose your scout. Okay, need your scout alive. Look at these quick walls. Holy, we are definitely in the higher elos here. This dock is going to go up. All really good job from Max. We almost got it completely denied, but this one Vill, he's so low. He's actually going to get this dock up. And then more Vills. This Vill will die, but I think this dock is going to go up. Yeah, we got it. Now, not the end of the world, because Max knows about it, but the issue for Max is we're still 2 minutes away from feudal. Gonna go and get a forward dock. But we can't make military ships. We're actually a minute and a half, more than a minute and a half, gonna be under pressure. Gotta try to keep our ships alive. This is so vicious. Like, for how vicious Houseboat games already are. Oh, we might not even get this dock up. What a find from xRavyn. Like, we gotta assume that this is coming. But we can actually deny it. Gonna hit a barracks on the front. I think maxpower is gonna have to change tactics and just go for land pressure. xRavyn is just ready. We got some fires in our opponent's pond. Gonna triple dock our own. Like, this is honestly not even an overreaction. We're so late to feudal. We need some serious fire production to keep our pond safe, keep our economy safe. This has become a really complicated game. I thought it was going to be so straightforward because of how close we are. But the way that this Darkened Feudal Age has gone, players have a lot of decisions to make. And xRavyn is going to add land aggression too. Okay, here we go. Honestly, I think xRavyn could have jumped out much earlier. We waited until it was Feudal Age. We're going to get some pressure on the fish here. Careful with the transport. Oh, we're going to get a range, but we're going to see it. Oh, my bad. How the hell did I do that? Sorry about that. Apparently I have a hotkey to change scenes, so I don't know how I did that. Losing our fish. We had a Vil coming forward, but now we know about all this forward pressure. Did we heal our scout? Oh no, this is a... No, we must have healed our scout. Maybe this is a new scout. I'm actually not sure. Bill's going down. Huge pressure on our water. Our transport's still alive. We're producing fires of our own. This is rough. And nice. We're patrolling the shorelines. All the Vil fighting scout does go down for xRavyn. There's another on the way. I like this response from maxpower. I think it's actually their only option. They can't really get forward aggression in the pond, so they're going to have to make it land aggression. Try and keep control of their own. Nice demos. I actually missed that. Let's go back and see that. I heard the explosions, but I didn't see it. If this works out, this is a beautiful defense from maxpower. xRavyn had huge initiative. Okay, we're actually just gonna stroll in and put another dock down. How is this? This didn't get seen. But we seems like we're defending pretty well, but we're gonna be facing some forward land aggression soon. We have some nice walls, but this, I don't think this is fully walled. I'd love to see a demo just queued and sitting in this dock just in case. Oh, demo for blue. Nice shot. This is such an aggressive game one when both players are playing out of their minds very, very well. Using a scout, but super strong play from both. What's up, Zeta 2? NCC, the Noble Community Cup, I think has been announced. I'm not sure if Zardes is around, couldn't tell you more. He's the one organizing it. But the Discord is up. I think the signups are definitely underway. I don't know what other details have been posted though. Moving forward, we have archers in defense though for xRavyn. Oh, we got the second TC. Gonna get the initiative on some feudal, but honestly, is this a good idea? With how aggressive this game is can we afford this? We have to spend so much on army already. On army on two fronts. We need resources for army on land and sea. Maybe this could be a mistake, I'm not sure. Anyone more experienced with humans play could enlighten me. I do play a bit of humans, but I always find it really difficult to afford the second TC, even though it's an option you can go for. Now this still is open. I hope maxpower comes forward. These vills are actually vulnerable. Gonna start some farm economy on the land. Maybe this will pay off, but I find, at least in my games, that I struggle to afford it when it's this aggressive. I struggle to afford a second TC and keep it running with all this going on. And here come the archers. They're getting chased down by a galley. But they might find damage. Is this walled though? I'm pretty sure this isn't walled. I think you can walk past this. Oh, this is walled. My bad. I thought there was a gap here too. So we actually are safe from this side. Nice walling from xRavyn. I just misunderstood that. Okay, so maybe this is going to pay off because the longer max power takes... Oh, we're going to lose our archers. This is huge. Are we though? Hold on. Maybe we aren't. No, we're actually going to micro this down. Nice. One archer left, but both players spending a lot of APM. But credit has to go to max power for this beautiful defense. Immediately we knew we were behind. We were in trouble. Opponent was in feudal, docking our pond. So we just, not even a second guess, instant 4 docks. You need to secure your pond at all costs in this game. Gonna add another range of home. Salsa said with fish it's easier. I guess that's right. You get a lot of food income. But look at the amount of wood you need to spend in feudal age on this map. On a normal game, I think it's difficult to afford the second TC in army. All the wood you need for buildings, for units. But when you're fighting 2 fronts, water and land, it looks like it's paying off though. Economy's growing. Dumpcube, if you were to play this map, you say screw the water contest. You kind of can't. You kind of have to win your own water at least. You could give up fighting in your opponent's pond, but if your opponent is putting pressure on your pond, you actually can't ignore it. You just die. We've seen so many games go that way. But we're back again. Max power come forward with some more archers. We don't know about the TC though. Now we do. Going on, but the micro is being applied by both players. We're watching. We gotta make the most out of every unit. Castle's about to hit for max power. Nice timing. We have the resources for instant crossbow. I think we're trying to save these archers. Nice control. I would be really careful with these archers though, because we're about to have a huge timing. Crossbow bodkin can immediately queue. We have Vills forward for max power too. Oh, there's still a fire. We've lost control again of our pond. We're going to just add a couple more galleys. We should be fine. But here's the castle timing. This is a pretty vicious timing. Stable gun on the front. We've camels queued somewhere. Where's the extra stable? Ah. I thought we were going to see... Oh, forward stable and siege. Max power feeling like they're behind. They've seen the second TC. This is a perfect reaction to this strategy. Like I was saying, like the Cumin second TC works wonders at lower elo if you can manage it, if you can manage the APM and keep it running. But when it gets to higher elo, players just stop letting you get away from it. They are aware that you cannot afford the army that they can afford. But as I say that, max power is adding some Mako as well. We're going to dedicate at least some resources to some forward aggression. And we lost the archers. I thought we were going to go straight for like crossbow bodkin. But instead we're just going to go siege with some knights and camels. What siege are we going for though? We're short on gold. Okay, we fought back on water again for max power. Nice defense. The play from both players there here is very high level. Castle is on the way for xRavyn. Oh, and max power is going to go for another dock. It's going to be seen, I think. Yeah, it will. Galley comes to respond immediately. Here comes the Mangonel. The Mangonel takes out this galley. Dock is up. Now the fight is on xRavyn's turf. Nice walls makes to the Mangonel. It's much more difficult to pressure TC. I don't think he can range a TC. We'll see now. Maybe he can just barely range here. No, I can't range TC. Nice walls. Nice proactive walling. Yeah, can't range. Really nice walls. We could just break the palisades, but it really delays the pressure. A little bit of idling going on. But Vilcan is still even though xRavyn had the initiative, had the second TC in feudal age. Gonna add a stable. Got a ram coming too. Super aggressive. These are the games that I think the most exciting at this EO level, because at my level and below, I cannot afford all this. Like, look at the army for both players. It's a bit of an AI army, but you need everything here. And it's so difficult to afford it all while keeping your eco running. This is huge pressure for xRavyn though. We're going to need to deal with this. Going to add another stable. It's going to be just camo wars. There's monks on the way. We've got one Vil repairing, so we're pretty chill about this. Range goes down though. Just about able to afford a castle. Where is it going to go? Monk is here though. We're going to have to back off for max power. Oh no! We grabbed all of our units, so we're moving slowly. That conversion is going to go through. This could be huge. We got spear. We got to run away. No, we're going to take the fight. Spears and camels is going to clear this up so easily. And again, the pendulum swings back. xRavyn gets a complete clear up. All pressure's taken off from it for now. Nice walls behind, save these fills. But now, we were thinking about a defensive castle, but now that we've cleared up that army, maybe we're going to think about an offensive castle. I think that's the idea. This is a crazy game. We're trying to get the quick wall down. No. We wanted to build a wall here. These villas are going to drop an aggressive castle. For sure. We got a third TC coming up for max power though. Max power knows about it. Raven's going to need to bring army to defend these villas. Everybody's coming. We got a lot of monks. But max power is actually still in the pond. I thought this got cleared up. Still a fire galley here. The fish have been killed. Wills get found, but we've a lot of army here. Just gotta fall back to the monks. Gonna try and convert the fire. Nice, conversion goes through. Where are we putting the castle? The castle's going right here, but we don't know this is walled. Actually, this might not be walled. There might be a gap behind the stable. It is open, and we try to close it, but we can't. We're late. We're too late. I don't think this castle is the most painful, but it is painful. It's not ranging a TC, but it's ranging some of the water. These docks are going to go down. Control a goal. Honestly, control 2 goals. This actually is a pretty good castle. It's on a hill. This is huge pressure. There's still a fire galley here, by the way. Castle will go up. Max power can almost afford a castle. Yeah, the more that I look at this, I actually really like this castle. I wish it ranged some economy. Whoa! What? Okay. Instant GG. No, actually, not even a GG. Nothing was said. Just instant resign. I guess max power felt like it was just slipping out of their grasp. We were down in eco. We were down in army. Castle on the front just makes things too painful. This is just like such a huge spot to push from. So central on a huge hill. That was a crazy game 1. These players are very evenly matched. What a defense. I was going to say max power had the beautiful defense. They did. They had such a fantastic defense of the early aggression. But then it swapped to xRavyn. Max power put the aggression on and xRavyn got the walls down. Completely chilled. 1 Vil repairing. Then we got the monks. Got the camels. Pushed it back. Cleared up beautifully. Dropped the castle on the face. Damn, what a game. That was just game 1. Game 1 goes to xRavyn. Whew, that was, I think that was one of the better houseboat games I've seen. Very quick game. But look, the bases are just so close together. So messy. Well played from this game. These players, let's jump back to the draft. That was Human win. We were kind of questioning the Cuman pick, but worked out. Cuman win, Chinese loss. On houseboat, game 1 goes to xRavyn. Let me get the game 2 going. What do we got next? Nomad and Grapple. This is going to be 6 series. These players are very, very evenly matched. No, it's not a live set. This was played yesterday, I think. So we're going to xRavyn's home map. So Max Power lost game 1 and then is going to pick the opponent's home map. We're not going to Grapple game 2. Bit of a power play. I like it. Big flex. I mean, not the craziest map to pick from your opponent. Like, Nomad's probably the most standard map in this whole tourney, but still kind of a Chad move. Right. Game is loaded. We're thinking Berbers Malay. We're thinking Byzantine His and Sandies. Okay, we have some wildly different guesses. What is the remaining civs? Mayans, Byzantines, Malay for xRavyn. Berbers, Koreans, Hindustanis. Nobody thinks Koreans. We've seen Koreans so much on Nomad. I guess we got like pretty decent counters. Well, I would have guessed Koreans. I would have been wrong. Here we go. Game 2's right here. We got Berbers Malay. We were right. Silencer was right on the money. Here we go. Berbers Malay on Nomad. Where are our players, town centers? Taking a minute. We're looking for a nice spot. Looking for woodline. Still deciding for both players. Taking a minute. Here we go. Not a bad spot. Okay, we're actually fairly close. Not that close. I like the pond though. Feel like I want this to happen more often because I love when players go for these. Sometimes you get some crazy plays with the... Once the wall offs happen, you get the transports jumping some army across. But as far as this map could have went, pretty close spawns. I think we could see some feudal aggression, although to be honest, this is a very easy wall off for xRavyn. Got a wall here and we're done. For max power, if we know where the opponent is, it's a pretty good wall off, but a little bit more difficult. Okay, docks are actually pretty close. This dock is a little bit rough for xRavyn. Sorry, for max power. We may have to go the whole way around. What do you guys think? I've been thinking about this lately. Are you guys those kind of players that on Nomad maps are like this? You send one of your fishing ships to find the dock first? I know a lot of people like to do that. They like take one of their first 4 or 5 ships, just send it on a loop around the island, just so you have the information going into the feudal age. Because I think on this map, it might be even better than in regular Nomad. Because it isn't free. On Nomad, like you're at the beginning, especially, the food income is a lot of your income. So maybe you're sending like your 3rd or 4th fishing ship. But I think it is kind of key on this map to know where the landlock is. Because say you're... Okay, hypothetical. Say you're xRavyn. Say max power docked like here or something. If you don't know the lay of the land, or the lay of the sea, should I say, if you send your fish this way first, you go all the way down here, and then you go, oh, damn, it's blocked. So you have to come all, like, imagine how much time in feudal age, where timing is so critical, you're coming all the way back to then find their dock. But if you just send one fishing ship in Dark Age to just know where the landlock is, if you're lucky, you'll find your opponent's dock. I think it's actually kind of huge on this specific version of Nomad. I do it fairly often on regular Nomad, but I don't think I've done it this game, this tournament on this one. Getting started now anyway. Nice, clean idle time for both players. Damn, just as I say it, max power got a bit of idle time, but we'll see. Drawn to the big pond. Yeah, I really want at least xRavyn to drop a dock here. Let's see what the scouting's looking like for both players. Nice. Getting. Ooh, we were actually about to find our opponent. Take a bit long for max power. I love the extra skill of finding your opponent on Nomad, because you're doing all your scouting with sheep. It's not enough to just scout. You kind of have to be aware of where your sheep were. So like, there's obviously say you have this sheep on your control group, you hit the control group and it doesn't send the camera. So you're like, okay, wherever this sheep was, that's where my opponent is. But you kind of have to have pretty good map awareness. So if xRavyn is watching, and I'm sure they are at this level, they'll know their opponent's here. We're actually sending a Vil over here first. What are we doing? Bit of scouting. I think we're looking for a dock. Or sorry, we're looking for a boar. It is difficult. It's not enough just to scout with the sheep. You kind of have to have the awareness of mind to notice when your sheep disappear. What are we looking for here, xRavyn? I think we're just scouting. Maybe? Or maybe this is just a sneak fill. Pretty clean builds. Oh, whoa, no way we noticed dock. We noticed boars here? We're going to take it the whole way? Okay, pretty sick. Maybe it was just the only boar. No, we're taking 2 boars at the same time, one from a million years away. We might need to do some tricks here, though. This is a pretty long pull, even with loom. Do have loom available. But I mean, couple palisades, house trick, we can get this in pretty cleanly. And honestly, kind of denies it from max power. They could have taken that much easier. May want to drop a palisade or a house though, xRavyn. Getting a little close for comfort. Oh god, I think we'll be okay. Could probably get 2 more hits. Yeah, we're fine. Just jump in at the last second. Nice. Okay, but now we're getting ready to move out of the Dark Age. And, like, this is pretty close. xRavyn should know where the opponent is now. What about max power? Oh, we don't. We might actually... If this was a sheep that went this way, we maybe saw something. But if xRavyn is aware the opponent is here, with this very minimal walling needs to be done to keep himself safe in the feudal age. Here comes feudal though, it's been clicked for max power, still a minute for xRavyn, but obviously the melee could stay in Dark Age for quite a bit longer. They're lightning fast uptimes. Sending a build forward, is this? Oh, it is going to be forward barracks. Forward barracks and I think start of the wall, so max power is aware where the opponent is. I wonder what they saw, maybe they saw something with a sheep. A vill was moving somewhere. Sending a couple of vills forward actually. Surprise blue isn't clicking up, so melee can delay quite a bit. But still, this is quite a late click up. But I guess they weren't expecting feudal play. Usually on this generation, this map script. Oh, we got another vill here. What's going on? Max power. Oh, this was a dock vill, I think. Yeah, it was. We're just scouting. Grabbing some sheep. We got some militia. Militia at 16, almost 1700. Are we going for towers? Getting some forward outposts. This is huge aggression. I think xRavyn isn't going to be expecting this at all. Yeah, we're going towers. This is kind of atypical for this elo in the games I've cast anyway. This is sick. I'm very hyped to see what happens here. Feudal is going to come in for xRavyn, but we definitely have the initiative in max power. Let's see what we've got going on. Blue doesn't know. Blue doesn't even see the outpost. We're going to suddenly know. I mean, it only kicks us off a wood line, but it denies a stone. Do we have another stone to fall back to? Ooh, this stone is going to be a lifeline. Pretty sick. So tower goes up. We know about it now. We don't know about the bully boys, the man-at-arms on the way. 10 seconds to the uptime. Getting some vision too. And I think max power is completely committing to this push. Because xRavyn has 2 galleys in the queue, double dock production. Max power looks like they're just giving up the water. Here come the man-at-arms. Oh, this tower is pretty good. Try and get some small walls down, but the tower will go up. We may need to counter tower here. Do we see it? We do. We're not going to counter tower. We're going to give up the gold. Do we have another one? Oh, we don't have another gold. This might be a mistake. Now, obviously, we can just kill it, but if it gets walled in by max power, this could be a long-term problem. We have no other gold available. There's 1 miles down here. Out in Narnia. Oh, we're going to fall back to it. Do we know about it? No, we don't. Where are we going then? Just another wood line maybe? Or maybe we're just looking for gold. We were just assuming there's gold down here. Here come some skirms for xRavyn. This is kind of desperation skirms. We can't afford archers. Where are these vills going? I'm so confused. I'm assuming they're just looking for gold. Yeah. Nice. Actually, kind of nice play. Max Power's not going to know about this. This tower is so annoying. Max Power seems pretty comfortable with this playstyle. Gonna try and punch this tower down though. Didn't quite get the wall off. mean, nice reactions from xRavyn though. Both players, I imagine, are pretty experienced on Nomad. We know this is going up. Super annoying play. Anybody who plays a lot of Nomad can attest to how frustrating this is. But definitely manageable, but we might get the walls down. This is pretty sick. Tower's going to stay up. We're going to have to commit a lot. And if these Vills garrison, we actually just can't take this tower down. The Vills are going to die too easily. We'll try to punch through. This tower is going to do a lot of damage. This tower has fletching too. I think we can't. We actually just can't take this down unless we do this. Pretty sick. We're running with a Vill just to take the fire. It just takes a little bit of micro for max power to target individual Vills. Oh, nice. We're just taking the Vill that's getting targeted and running with it. Dedicating a lot of Vill time though. One over here, another lumber camper falling back. Archer to skirm. I'm going to try and micro these down. More archers on the way. Should be able to clear up these man-at-arms pretty easily. But this is honestly pretty perfect aggression and kind of a perfect response. But this tower is not going to go down easy. I think we're going to have to give up on this. Oh, careful of the archers. Lost 2 archers in a skirm. Phil went down for max power though. But xRavyn, a pretty nice response. We just moved away, moved to somewhere where max power doesn't know we are. But this is only a temporary solution. Once we get into Castle Age, max power starts getting some mobile units. These Vills are going to be very exposed. What happened on water? I completely missed it. I was so focused on land. It looks like xRavyn pretty convincingly won the water. Yeah, we were completely kicked off water. We aren't giving up though. We're going to have a fire galley. But this is the thing about Nomad. Like, tower pressure is really good, but sometimes your opponent can just fall back to the water. I want to see xRavyn add fish when they can. Obviously, you have to spend a lot of resources defending this. Nice wall off though. This is a really good defense. But here comes the archers forward for max power. The wall's making it difficult to get through. Oh, this tower is actually a problem. Cuts off stone. Do we have another stone? We have another stone a million years away. I like this. It's not like immediate pressure, but it's cutting off resources that we're gonna need. I think it's been a really good defense for xRavyn, but at least for now, the pressure is paying off for max power. But again, like I'm saying, we're up like 8 Vills, but we got 6 fish for xRavyn. It's kind of doing really well as a lifeline. It's losing space though. We've expanded a lot. We actually have a lot of space to work with. We can get to Castle Age. Looks like we're about to click up for xRavyn. Yeah, we're on the way to Castle Age. Maybe xRavyn is going to survive this. This has been huge pressure. Fire came out for max power. Where are the fish? Okay, the galleys are just making sure there isn't a second dock. Pretty nice play, but our fish are going to go down to this fire. Our base is just empty. Adding some fires at home. Defend our fishing economy. And like, this is pretty sick. Galleys just checking to make sure there's no fishing economy going up in the back. These walls are nice. They're not going to go up, but they make it so much harder to move around for max power. We're going to try and get back in here. This tower is going to range this wood line though. But I like the space control. Castle comes in. And now it's max power who's on the back foot. We do still have to deal with these towers, but we're in Castle Age. We have all the tools to solve this. Max power's on the way. 1:45 to Castle. Ooh, max Max Power is aware. We're gonna just tower again. We're gonna be so annoying. This, I mean, this tower is not that impactful. We can just fall back, but it is pretty annoying. We're just gonna go for crossbow. Can't really afford much else for xRavyn for now. Add a stable for max power, and we're at 50 seconds to Castle Age. Yeah, we see the tower going up. We're just gonna fall back. Oh, we may actually deny the tower. We got some crossbows sitting here. No, tower will go up. Max Power sounds like an Austin Powers. It reminds me of the Simpsons episode. Wasn't that the name that Homer picked for himself? It's like season 1 or season 2. Max Power, I think it was. Now we're both Castle Age, so gonna be more of an even fight. We're gonna try and punch down this tower, but we have knights on the way for max power. It was from The Simpsons. I thought that was it. The name when Homer realizes he can like choose his own name, he just wants to sound cool. Nice, we got a dock in the center. Oh, the knight's gonna go the other way. I love this. This knight's gonna be a problem. We have crossbow though. We're just gonna punch these towers down. This is such, to my eyes, this is such a high level set. Both players playing so well. Like, aggressive and countering each other's play. You can tell these elos are accurate. They are very evenly matched players. Where's this knight gone? Okay, knight is on the way. xRavyn gonna punch down the towers, and then we kind of have access to our base again. We have a mangonel though. Where's the siege workshop? Siege workshop on the front. Ooh. Now we got a knight here. Now one knight's not going to be that big of a deal. It's no upgrades. Crossbow will be able to deal with it. Although this isn't many crossbow. We may need to look back here. I think we're looking at something else. Yeah, we're looking at the tower. So this knight... okay, it's going to be okay. Gonna live, but Vils can punch this down. It's 5 HP. Could have been worse though. But we're sending more knights. Okay, this is going to be a problem. xRavyn's going to need to look back, dedicate some defenses here. We're going to wall. But I don't think we're going to wall in time. And now it's going to put pressure on the front. The knights are going to get in. This is bad. We may need to run. We might need to break this wall and get in. Oh, look at the quick walls. This is open though. It's open here. Oh no, we got it. These are pretty sick walls. That is so nice. Vils completely safe with just like 3 button clicks. That is the difference. Once you get to this elo, players are just fast. Now we do have some absolute legends at the lower elo going for some sick quick walls, but it's just so calm and collected. Like 3 or 4 houses were safe. But I also saw in the corner of my eye there, got a dock for max power 2. Anybody remember that? Was it ACCM Barrels game from the Wandering Warriors Cup? This is very reminiscent. I think we're going to see some transports. I think it was ACCM Barrels with the Spanish castle drop, but the walls were like so crazy. But then we had a transport ship dump some conks in the base. Ended up really mattering. And the mangonels are applying some pretty huge pressure here. But max power with this serious eco league. We're on 2 TC. Oh, the galleys are actually slowly whittling down this TC. I didn't even notice. Risen Dragon, you just came back to AoE2 after 20 years. That's so sick. I see that so much. I think you might be the first person I've seen in my chat who has who's come back to the game. But like in a lot of streams I see people commenting like, wait, people still play this game? No way, I played this game when I was like 10 years old, like 30 years ago. That's so cool. Have you been playing, and you're even like playing tournaments? That's so sick. Oh, I love to see it. Yeah, I want us all like in the retirement home, 70, 80 year olds doing LAN tournaments. This is a pretty sick castle. Not like for aggression, but it's somewhere to push from. It controls a lot of space. But we're actually just gonna go fires here. I thought we were gonna see a transport. Oh, we have redemption in for xRavyn, gonna convert some of the siege. But do these monks have sanctity? They don't. Gotta be careful with the mangonels, because without sanctity, monks are gonna die in one hit. Oh, both conversions. That's huge. xRavyn defending so well. So, we're down in economy from the huge pressure. maxpower are doing a really good job keeping the economy producing. But the sheer mechanics from xRavyn defending this. Oh, we're going to discover the castle though. Come on, pull back, pull back, pull back, pull back. Nice, nice, nice. Yeah, sorry, got interrupted there. So, we're down in economy. But after all said and done, I think xRavyn is in a better spot for military. We could mount a serious counter push right now. We're going to lose control of the center pond. And honestly, I think transports are still going to be an issue here as time goes on. Blue defended masterfully from seriously well executed aggression. Oh, TC even going here. I like the CC. It's so snug. Oh my god, it perfectly fits. I love the CC. Castle's going to go up. We could see a huge counter push here. But the issue is maxpower with a stronger economy can afford to make some defenses. We have a demo. Where's the demo? Oh, demo's right here. Nice. Now here we come. Gonna get some counter damage. I don't know who wins this game. Such competitive play. Oh, the knights are still lurking. We're going to try and get the walls up. We got some karambits on the field. Kind of just a scouting karambit, I think. We got two karambits for now. Now these guys don't do much until they're upgraded, but they're super cheap, super fast producing. Oh, watch the mangonel. Oh, kind of a big shot too. Crossbow down, but we see it now. Karambit gonna try and take it. Oh, the dodges. Nice defense. Actually, the way the base has been shaped, we're struggling to get some damage back, but I think we could still make a big push here happen. We're kind of just scared of the mangonels. Rightly so, though. Oh god, watch, watch, watch. Okay, we only lost one. That could have been so much worse. Both players watching. Okay, now we got some cam archers on the field though. Gonna try and get some counter damage. We gotta watch these mangonels so carefully. But this is so risky. We know the opponent's on redemption monks. These are gonna both get converted. We need to delete them. Oh ho 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 ho. Guys, this is such a high level game. Both players are playing out of their minds right here. Oh, we might not be able to see this mangonel. It's hidden behind the buildings. Oh no, we see it, we see it. Do we? We see it. Holy, I'm gonna give myself a heart attack. Where are the cam archers gone? We're converting. Nice. We're trying to convert the siege workshop, but it was deleted just before it went through. Karambits equals zerglings. We talk about this on this channel so much. We maybe need to do like a tier list stream. So everybody in chat, do you think karambits are your vote for zergling? Because I think showtells are more of a zergling than karambits. Karambits are a zergling. They definitely fall in the zergling category. And so do Woad Raiders, so do, I think, Berserks to a degree, so do Huskarl, so do Kundos. I think, in my mind, showtells are like the de facto zerglings. Because they're just like they have the qualities of zerglings, you know, like super high attack, they're fast, they produce pretty quickly. Maybe we need to do like a tier list. Actually settle it once and for all. But there's so many zerglings in Age of Empires. I think going by straight comparisons for what the units do, I think showtells are the zerglings. Got a defensive castle over here just to put down the aggression. But if we talk about how common we see them, oh, 2 camel archer conversions and we lose these. If we're talking about how they're used, I can totally see an argument for Huskarls being Zerglings, because of all those units, like the most feared use of them, I think, is the Huskarls. Huskarls feel like Zerglings, especially they definitely get used the most at low levels. I don't know, in my mind, knowing what Zerglings can do, especially you get those adrenal glands, I think Showtells feel like Zerglings to me. Obuk are your fave. They could be Zerglings, I guess. They're not like... They technically have high attack because they remove armor, but they're not like this. They don't have the super speedy factor. Malians, could you say Gebettos? They're kind of Zerglings, but they're ranged. Maybe the Gebettos are like the Hydralisks of AoE2, or the Mamelukes maybe. I also love the overlap, because I actually don't play much Brood War, but I watch a lot of Brood War. I want to get into Brood War. It's just very difficult. Although I suppose you guys are talking about StarCraft 2. I know we have some StarCraft 2 players, but I watch a lot of Brood War. Don't watch too much StarCraft 2. Oh, Knight got in. This suddenly has become an even game again. Max Power's economy is huge, but the fish is keeping xRavyn's economy competitive, and we've imp coming in for both players. Gonna be a little bit quicker for xRavyn, but we're both gonna be in imp at the same time. Look at the size of this economy. I'm not gonna place bets. You guys have literally placed bets in this game, but if I was a betting man, I would say, looking at the battlefield as it is now, Max Power's economy is very big. Especially since xRavyn didn't get the damage they were hoping. I think Max Power is in a much better spot entering this Imperial Age. Now, we do have 2 castle production right on the front for Trebs. We have 2 defensive castles. This is a big economy. Max Power is 10k resources ahead. I think xRavyn needs some drastic plays. So we immediately have 2 Trebs on the front. I like this. We're going to have a huge push. But the longer xRavyn takes to get this damage, Max Power's economy is just growing and growing. It's pulling in so much resources. Oh, LTC is so right. I didn't even notice. There was no eco upgrades until just now. Both was on the way in. We're still not on farm upgrades. But to be honest, we're not really farming that much. We've got a couple of farms. Our main food is coming from fish. But this castle is going to go down. We're going to repair it. Gonna have a bit of a Treb war. Crop rotation for Max Power. Max Power thinks this game's going for another hour at least. What have we got down here? Oh, some camel archers are looking. Trying to find any damage they can. Chemistry on the way in. We're not going to repair this castle. We're just going to let it go down. This could be a mistake. We have 2, but we don't know that castle's okay. We're going to repair, but maybe too late. Two Trebs are hitting on it. About to be 3. I think this castle's going to fall for xRavyn. We need more vills repairing. Yeah, it's going to go down. Pretty nice defense from Max Power. Yeah, you need... I don't know what the number is exactly, but you need... For 3 Trebs, you need a monstrous amount of vills repairing. 1 to 2, you can get away with just a couple, maybe like 6 to 8. But 3 and up Trebs, castles go down very fast. Here we have the skirms. Guys, I think Max Power is winning this. xRavyn's going to need a tech switch. But it might be too late. The difference in economies is just getting big. Crossbows are trading with the skirms, but you don't want them to be. This castle is still alive. And it's going to stay alive. Actually, to be honest, this is 4 Trebs. Castle might go down. Treb falls for xRavyn. The castle does fall. Okay, that's pretty good. We could run in. We're going to try to, but the skirms are here. We need something else to deal with the skirms. Maybe some mangonels. Showtails, maybe, but the Showtails are such low HP that the Skirms can kind of deal with them. Camelot's going to run in for the get the Vills. The numbers are here for xRavyn, but you don't want to be trading with Skirms if you can help it. Ooh, we lost a monk. Camelot has just killed so many guys. This game is going to be over, I think. Look at xRavyn's Vill count. We just lost so many Vills, these Cameloters. The trades are just very good for xRavyn right now. Mars Servant, max power. Oh, did I say Showtails? My bad. Yeah, I had Showtails on the brain. Karambits. Yeah, Karambits are just such low health that Skirms can actually kind of deal with them. But I mean, I might be eating my words here. They're getting some damage in, but they have armor. They don't have much upgrades. Only 7 attack on these guys. Honestly, xRavyn mounting the counterattack, but our economy is in shambles. We're down to below 60 Vills. Opponent's on 100. We need to push. We're going to try and convert a stable. Oh, the mangonels! Nice reaction. xRavyn has been on point this whole game. The mangonels just lurking in the wings. Going to try for Fort Castle. This is the kind of Vill population you want to bring for this kind of castle. I love it. Vill's going to punch down a fire ship. No problem, LTC. Castle should go up, but it's under fire from trebs that are uphill. There's so many skirms here. We really need another kind of army. Is this castle going up? I actually can't tell. So we're about to 80%, but it's taken so much damage. We need to deal with this treb. 90, 95. Okay, it's going to go up. It's going to be very damaged. I think it's going to go straight back down. Very difficult position to push. Showtails are kind of being annoying. Oh, I said Showtails again. Karambits. I just have Showtails on the brain. Castle goes back down. That's such a pain. We honestly had the stone. We should have probably repaired. We really need something to deal with the skirms. Okay, we're going to tech into longswords. Hopefully not too late for xRavyn, who did such a beautiful defense to start this game. But we really need... We should have had damage a long time before this. Max Power's economy is just huge. And now we have bombards for both sides. Oh, that was actually kind of a nice shot for the bomber cannon. Gonna take one though. We might take two. But the skirms are just continually getting great hits. Damn, all the crossbows going down. Skirms just continually getting great trades. We're gonna get a defensive castle here. We're gonna start producing longswords. But now the issue is, if we want to be on longswords, if we want to go longswords champion, we need a serious food economy, and the fish is getting inefficient and we have no farm upgrades. I can feel the pressure mounting for xRavyn. I really think Max Power is in a fantastic position here despite the push. Look at this economy. We're gonna go replenish our crossbow numbers for xRavyn. We're gonna go hand cannon. Oh guys, Max Power is making the correct tech decisions. Really good army composition. We're like anticipating the opponent's switch into longswords. I wonder, do we even see them? We maybe saw them. Hand cannons on the way. Siege engineers for the bombard cannons. This is an army that is engineered to counter what xRavyn's going to try and go for, what we're investing our res into. We might get a conversion here. Gonna go through, maybe? No. xRavyn's gonna be so frustrated when they see the hand cannons. They can barely afford to produce the longswords as it is, but we're producing longswords into the direct counter. Actually looks like we're gonna not go for it. We're gonna keep producing crossbows. No, we are going for it. We're going to go two-handed swords. We do need something to deal with the skirms. But max power just with the perfect strategic answers. Okay, skirms dying to the castle though. We're just diving. Longswords coming forward, but they're going to immediately melt to the hand cannons. They did, two-handed sword did come in, but just too late. I don't think they could do much anyway. I think we've passed the time. I don't know. Both players playing so solid that I think xRavyn could still make it happen. But it feels, I can feel it in the air that the time for getting damage has passed, and now max power's economy is just too big. We have the right units, we have the resources. I think this game is slowly going to go towards max power. For the monk for taking 2 cannonballs dead. Yeah, I thought maybe a conversion would go through with like the half-court shot cannonball in the air, but no, we lost the monk. Yeah, this is the issue. We want to be on longswords. Force levy on the way in. We want to be on longswords. We have still no horse collar. We need a big food economy. We either need to fix our economy or come up with something else, but I think it's too late for both. If we lose these crossbows, this is going to be the game, I think. So many scouts. We have skirms. Hand cannons in the wing. Bombards cannon putting pressure on the castle. Monk's going to get sniped here. Oh, Monk actually lives, gets into the castle. Damn, we can just take trades under the castle at this point. Feeling very rough for xRavyn now from such a beautiful defense. I think the time window for getting damage is closing. Nice, Risen, putting your little list to bed. That's cute. Castle goes down. Oh no, needs another shot too. Yeah, we just don't have the numbers. We don't have the economy to sustain production of the units that we want. Our opponent's economy is just so big. We're 20k resources down. These crossbow are going to fall. I think this is going to be the game for max power. We may have a game 3 on the way unless something crazy happens. But this is a very difficult army top to beat in the best case scenario. Fields are running. Bombard cannon micro. We're just getting slowly pushed back. It's death by 1,000 cuts, but every trade for max power is just coming out better and better because the economy difference is so big. We can afford to take the trades. Any losses for xRavyn are felt much harder than for the opponent. Max power is honestly floating so much res right now. We are in a fantastic position. Oh, Galley's actually still being annoying back here. Oh, we have Cannon Galleon. Where? There's Cannon Galleon sitting in the pond for xRavyn. Oh, she's gonna slowly happen. We're trying to build up numbers, but the food economy is just not there. We just can't get the numbers like max power can. We are down to only 3 hand cannons, so these swordsmen are actually kind of scary. We have Hussar coming, not fully upgraded Hussar, but the 2-handed swords, they're strong, but they don't even have forging. I think we're just missing too much. Missing upgrades or missing numbers, missing economy. Push is slowly but surely gonna push us in. xRavyn gonna call it. Feels the difference in economy. It's just throwing units in the grinder. What a game. I really thought xRavyn had that. What a defense. But I actually can't be too sad. I wanted xRavyn to win there, but there's a game 3. These players are so evenly matched. What a set to start on. I was worried. I was thinking I was only going to do one set, and I was worried it wouldn't be a great one because I'm just not feeling great. My voice is a little bit sore. But god damn, what a set we have. These 2 games have been so high level. Game 2 goes to Max Power. We got a game 3. Okay, let's get back to the draft. Hyped. That was so sick. That tower pressure. First I thought Max Power had it, but then xRavyn defended so well. Almost, they seriously had a window to win, but Max Power just held. Their economy grew too much. So that was a Malay lost Berbers win on Nomad. Went to Max Power. Game 3, Graupel. I'm still struggling with pronouncing this map, but here we go. We know our love-hate relationship with Graupel. What do you guys think? I genuinely don't know who wins this. So this game 2, so Max Power lost game 1, picked the opponent's home map for game 2. So that was actually xRavyn's home map. So we won on our opponent's home map, and now for game 3 we're going back to Max Power's home map for Graupel. What are we going to see? We got Mayans, Byzantines for xRavyn, Koreans, Koreans, Hindustanis. Do you think maybe Byzantines, Koreans? I think Byzantines are very good on Graupel. Max Power, xRavyn. Okay, get your votes in. This is going to be a very tense game 3. These players are playing at a high level and they're very evenly matched. Go. Okay, it's loaded. And oh, I was right. Feel good about this one. Let's go in. Graupel, game 3. We got Byzantines, Koreans, xRavyn, Max Power. And we know the story on Graupel. We get into game and I instantly hit 2x speed because we can sometimes get super long games on this map. But these players are aggressive. Instant TC's down. I like the TC positions. Kind of like this one more just because it has 2 resources, but this one's pretty nice too. It's closer to the shoreline for the shorefish. It's got 2 wood lines. I don't know which TC I like better actually. It does have a boar right here. How do we do on the sheep front? Oh, so this is one thing that I've noticed a lot from high level players. You don't see it much at the lower elo. Look at this scouting. So, see both players doing it. At the lower levels, players will just pick up the sheep, bring them home, dump them, and then move them onto the TC. At the higher levels, they realize how important it is to know where the opponent is. We need to know the lay of the land. So they'll actually once they grab the sheep, they won't even put them in the transport a lot of the time. They just send them out into the darkness to scout on their way home, which is super efficient. And it really is key on this map to know where your opponent is, where attacks can come from. And it can be good to identify places you're going to need to know later, like where there's key gold and stone near your base, where you're going to need castles on the side, where you might want to outpost. Can be huge. Back Risen Dragon, nice. Yeah, GG to Max. Both players played so well. I kind of wanted xRavyn to win. No offense to Max. Just whenever there's a tower rush happening, I always root for the person defending from it. But Max played it beautifully too. Crazy. Went from super aggression into full eco play. And I think it was just a huge economy that eventually won the game from. Obviously, choice of unit comp and castle positions played a huge role too. But Byzantines, Koreans, on the face of it, what do you guys think? I think on this map, I think Byzantines could be better. I think it's a close one, but I actually favor Byzantines here. Maybe I'm wrong. I think I overvalue water on this map anyway. A lot of people tell me I do. And Koreans have a lot of tools. Gonna do this on 2x speed for the Dark Age anyway. Not much gonna happen in Dark Age. I'm surprised with the APM and the high level of these players, we don't have much transport interaction with the fishing ships. You usually see that at this level. Economy's getting set up. Honestly, xRavyn gonna struggle a bit for food. We're gonna no, we have another bar. We're gonna have to move to the shorefish soon enough though. Get in our boars. What the scouting looks like after all is said and done. Yeah, this is the difference when you scout with your starting sheep. You get a really nice lay of the land for both players. Now, I wonder from Max Power's style of play, this is a very tense game. It's going to end the series. Are we going to see a more standard grapple game, or I wonder if one player is going to go for like a super heavy all in like we saw last game to just try and clutch a set win out from under the opponent, because this is typically super boomy, super defensive map. Okay, we got a little bit of transport interference. Like, it's the highest level of nerdery, but just the transport sitting here makes the fish just the slightest bit more inefficient, because you'll see they have to path a little bit around the ship. That's literally all it does. It just messes up the pathing a tiny bit, so they're slightly more inefficient. Ultimate nerdery. Gonna mill some shorefish, pulling in a boar. We're getting ready to click up on the way for max power. 20 vills clicking up. Gonna go on to gold. There we go, clicking up for our Byzantine player. 22 vills up. Gonna enter Feudal Age with a bit of a stronger economy, but the Korean's gonna have the initiative on water. We're gonna go for second dock straight away. And okay, we are gonna go for 2 docks for xRavyn 2. I imagine Koreans... Oh, we're gonna actually spend a bit of APM to block the fishing ship a bit, just to make it a little bit more annoying. I imagine Max Power is gonna go for the galleys, because it is very difficult on similar dock production to beat out Byzantine fires. They're just that much stronger. Gonna go straight for double dock galleys. Oh, now this time xRavyn is not going to miss out on the eco upgrade. Straight for horse collar double bit axe and immediate double dock fire galleys. Playing into the civilization strength. Ooh, transport ship a bit out of position. Not the most vital, but we want to keep our units alive if we can. Honestly, kind of distracting. We want to send our galleys forward. Already have fletching. We want to take out the fish if we can before the opponent gets on water themselves. But now we got 2 fires on the field, 2 more queued. Maybe a bit of a mistake trying to chase down this transport ship. Gonna go for a 3rd dock for xRavyn. Oh, fish gonna get harassed, gonna go down straight away. Byzantine fires firing very quickly, 20% faster I think than normal fires, but obviously can still be micro down, but they just perform so much better than other civs. Certain maps that they just feel broken on. Anybody from the Hidden Community Cup days remember how the terror of Byzantines on Bay, on Pants? Very scary game when you had a set with Bay in the draft and your opponent had Byzantines. You were just in for a bad time. I feel like this map plays... To me, this map feels a bit similar to Bay, to Pants. Further distances, but the way the water plays out, the way it's more defensive at home, it has similar vibes to me. We have a decent galley mass coming. Nice, gonna just barely survive with the fire ship, send it back to be repaired. A nice surround, getting some good damage. Gonna be able to eventually micro down, but we got more damage than we probably should have. Pincer attack. This is how you fight galleys with fire ships. You got to get in the path that they want to move through. You don't want to ever just be chasing them like this, because they can micro you to death, but if you can make life difficult for them, like block where they're trying to go, that's how you compete. Honestly, don't have the numbers to really micro just yet. We're going to just try and micro down the fish. But we're taking damage. Actually, some demos. Some demos could be huge here. For now, we're actually stopping ship production. We won fire in the queue. We're holding off. I think we want to click Castle Age. We're kind of maybe a bit paranoid the opponent has already clicked. Yeah, I think we're holding off production just to click up.
Yes.
Oh, we had a bit of a pause. Well, for now, we still have presence from both players, but I think xRavyn is winning the water pretty convincingly for now. Huge fire numbers, 11 fires. Gonna be huge investment to win this back, I think. Max Power is just gonna give up water at this stage. Huge investment from xRavyn to secure this. But that's the power of Byzantines. Yeah, we're gonna just give up water. We are on the way to Castle Age. Opponent still is gonna need a minute to click up. But we're expanding to side. It's gonna take some more food. And what's the plan at home? I love this. I think you honestly see this at all levels of play. It's not a secret anymore. But just in case anyone doesn't know, when you're taking down these docks, it takes a minute for fires to do it. You want to spread them out as much as you can because demos can be nasty here. If your ships are clumped up, even like this, one demo could take out all these ships and suddenly your crushing victory in water turns into coming back on the back foot. But you want to just sit them on defensive stance, spread them out like this, and they'll slowly take. You want defensive stance, and you want to not right click the dock because if you right click the dock, if a demo or a galley jumps out, your ships won't auto target it. But if you use defensive stance and just stop, let them auto target the dock, they'll then switch target immediately to any ships that jump out. Just little efficiencies like that makes it so you'll have a much easier time in water. But now we have scouts. We're going to choose to stay Feudal Age for a minute, try and get the aggression. But Castle Age is in. We might get a Vil pick. Gotta be careful of the spear. Yeah, we're gonna get a Vil. Nice. Now we need to add more fish. I want to see xRavyn take advantage of this this water victory. We may need it with the opponent with the tech up. We have the better economy for now. That's the difference. The opponent's in Castle Age, but we have the Vil lead. But the question is for how long. Opponent gonna add a fire TC. Coming up. We're on the way to Castle Age for xRavyn. And we are adding fish. Nice. This is the one thing that... Oh, I hit the wrong button, my bad. This is the one thing that separates these guys from the lower elos is even at my elo and below, like, we can win water. It's not that we can't fight in water, but we'll win water and call it a day. But with these guys and above, they win water and they take advantage of winning water. If you spend all these resources, especially 11 fire ships, you got to use the water. Like, what are you winning it for at that point? You're denying the resources for your opponent, yeah. But you have all this free resources, you gotta take it. Range going up at home for xRavyn. We're gonna have 2 TCs at home for the Korean player. Gonna start making archers for max power, but not super committing just yet. We're gonna get our economy rolling. Do we know the opponent's on 2 TCs? No, we actually haven't seen the opponent's base at all. See what the plan is, hitting Castle Age for xRavyn. It could be worth finding out if the opponent's adding eco or not, because facing down 3 TC, max power is not going to be able to afford much army for the next couple minutes. Could be worth going for a heavy push. What's the plan? We're making some archers, we're getting fletching. Just grabbing some eco upgrades. I think it could be huge if we came forward though. The archers are on the way. Siege workshop going up at home, which is kind of all you can do in defense when you're on 3 TC trying to defend against army. Oh, we're gonna go aggressive. Knights being produced, crossbows on the way. Gonna try and take advantage. We don't know the opponent's on eco, but this is actually gonna be pretty good for us. Opponent's not going to be able to afford much of defense. We can afford a siege weapon or two. But that's about it. Ooh, Scorpion jumps out. Nice micro. Nice dodges. Should be a knight on the way somewhere. Here he is. Okay, I like the play. I like the pushing forward. We're going to go for Elite Scrim. Elite Scrim very hard to afford when we're on 3 TC. Hopefully it works out. But I'm kind of getting some flashbacks to game 1 in that while I like the aggression from xRavyn, xRavyn is on a time limit. Opponent is 3 TC. We don't know they are, but there's a rapidly closing window where we have to deal damage before the opponent's economy grows. Again, we're already down 12 vills. Have a couple of fishing ships. We gotta get damage fast. Did we... This is a weird one. Am I wrong in thinking... I see a lot of players do this. A lot of players go for Thumb Ring before Bodkin. I would have thought Bodkin is worth prioritizing more. But I might be wrong. I guess you're gonna need them all anyway. Maybe it just was the way the resources fell at the moment. We didn't have the gold. Gonna add 1 TC, but we really need to get damage. Opponents sitting on 3 TC here. The food economy is growing. The window for damage is closing. Very minimal resources invested in defense for max power right now because we don't really need it. Opponent isn't pushing that hard. We have a monk here to deal with this knight. This is going to need to be deleted if xRavyn is watching. Ooh, deleted. Like, nice. Both players just on top of this. This is the scary thing. Nice food economy. Vills are growing with 60 vills to 45. Till he comes through again. I think xRavyn needs to maybe abandon this push for the minute and start adding some serious economy. Yeah, Bodkin for range first. Yeah, exactly. So Bodkin can be tough to afford, but I find Thumb Ring even harder to afford. But Thumb Ring, yes, Thumb Ring is 300 food. Bodkin, I think, is 200 food, 100 gold. But maybe whatever happened whenever xRavyn went to click the upgrades, they just didn't have the gold, so they grabbed Thumb Ring first. Now Bodkin's on the way. You will be getting them all anyway, so like it's kind of just splitting hairs, but I think for timing attacks, the extra range is vital. Here come the archers, here come the knights. We could maybe just run in and snipe that monk. Nice. Okay, this is going to get cleared up. We got to bring the archers, though. We should probably focus down the scorpions, to be honest, not the skirms. Knights are going to fall. But I think now we're about to find out the opponent has more eco. Now we know. We know we're on 1 XGTC at least. We're actually on 2 with a castle. 2 XGTCs with a castle. I think xRavyn needs to add eco of their own. Actually, either eco of their own or we need a forward castle. And I see that they're on 11 on stone, so maybe that's the plan. Getting some nice damage though. We're in. This could be huge. Scout gonna go forward. Try and stab the monk. Not quite get it. No ballistics though. It pushes. Fills off the resource, so it's tough to get kills when they're that far away. Scorpion goes down. Now we got war wagons to deal with. 5 pierce armor. Crossbows eventually take them down, but they take a minute. Six on the way in. We've 10 scouts. Where are these scouts? So we're really committing to the army. The difficulty though is the opponent is committing more to economy. Got some nice kills though. Now we're going to run into a castle. We've taken some night. Like, look at this. Base is empty. The middle base, anyway. But now we know about the castle. Okay, we don't really have war wagon numbers for max power just yet. We gotta hold back because crossbows can deal with this number of war wagons. Monk is holding a relic. This raid so far though has been pretty nice. Almost equalized the Vil count. 68 eco units to 73. Careful the castle. Got the monk though. Ooh, scouts running in. War wagon's gonna try and get this around. Like have sprinting through the eco. Oh, he wanted a forward castle? We're gonna get a forward castle right on the face. Deny this gold, deny the farms. No, hold on. Reconsidering? No, we decided it was okay. These archers are going to get cleared up, but this castle is going to be huge if it goes up. Going to equalize the TC count. And there's so much still on stone that by the time this castle goes up, we might be able to afford another one. Adding another TC home. Okay, nice. This play from Raven is actually pretty strong. Where are the war wagons? They're on the way. Castle will likely go up. We're gonna run. Economy is running. I like this though. We're kind of just locking the base, locking the path behind us. But this is a huge castle. Denies a lot of already built buildings. Gonna deny the gold. A couple of builds actually still down here. Thought we were gonna lock up the path through, but it's actually still open. This isn't the number of war wagons you want to be fighting with just yet. We're getting there. Up to 8, almost 9. Push back a little bit. But Imp is on the way. The cheap Imperial Age from xRavyn. This is going to be a huge push. And honestly, done a great job. The economies are not different anymore, really. 77 eco to 80. We're gonna have similar economies with a massive push here coming. Imp is on the way though for max power. xRavyn's gonna get about a minute and change in Imperial Age. Adding a 4th TC at home too. What's up, Evan? Thornring first IP. I see a lot of players do it. I don't know if I agree with it, but like compared to these players especially, what do I know? I was always taught if you can afford only one, you want to go Bodkin. In normal games, you want to go Bodkin crossbow. I'm seeing in this tournament specifically a lot of crossbow Thumring. We're going to try and get another castle down, but the war wagons are having none of it. They're going to stand right in the way. And this is... We're now getting to a massive war wagons that's scary. These can fight back. What? Huh? Did I miss something? What just happened there? Was that just it? It was just Imp GG? Because we're about to be Imp ourselves. You know what? It might have been the fact that we're about to be... Opponent hit Imp and we'd already decided the castle was going here. Maybe we could have wanted to put a castle, you know, counter instead. Damn, that was kind of huge. That the pop-up like almost surprised me there. Yeah, just Imp into GG. Not even a GG, just straight up ended. Damn, that was actually anticlimactic. I think both players still had a chance. Max Power lost a lot, but still has the economy lead. Not as much as they did, but maybe just fearing the huge push that was coming. Damn. Yeah, true, Evan. Maybe they GG'd after. Just felt very sudden. Damn, that was a sick set. Both players played out of their minds there. Set goes to xRavyn. God damn. What a cool set. That game too. I really like that game too from both players. Super aggressive, insanely good defense. And that houseboat game, like that, the game one houseboat game was like the closest spawns I've seen on houseboat. What? Which TC was Research Imp? Oh, this one. Now, I mean, we're at like 65%. Surely this goes up. Maybe they were feeling extra pressure from this. It was like 70% in this TC. Surely it goes up. I don't even have anything to say. Normally, I can't really give advice to this level of player compared to me anyway, but both players playing so well. From a overall strategy, the only thing I can give to xRavyn, even though they won the set, maybe could work on like identifying when you need damage and when to push, because in game 2 that was so winnable for you. The window just kind of slipped out of your hands. Max Power was able to boom up. I know it was like, I'm not saying it's easy. The castle positions were great for Max Power. They had the right units. Your economy was smaller, but like there was certainly a window you could have broken in and won that game, but it just slipped out of your hands. But then great play overall. That defense from the tower rush was beautiful. But wow, what a sudden end to a really cool set. GG, let's get back to the draft. Ooh, what did you guys think? That was a Byzantine win, Korean loss on Graupel. I like them just saying both names now. I don't remember which pronunciation is correct.